Hey everyone, welcome to Northern Soul. Today I'm going to be showing you how to tape your thumb tendon. So this is when your thumb tendon is irritated due to overuse. So a lot of athletes or craftspeople that or knitters, any of those people that kind of overuse like gripping and pulling and that sort of thing. Sometimes you can overuse the tendon here and it becomes aggravated. You get a whole bunch of other symptoms going on. So we're going to tape the whole thumb here. A lot of you probably have thumb injuries and you're trying different tapings. There's a bunch of different ones and I have some other ones on the video. If this particular one doesn't quite work for you, try one of the other ones. So just go down to a playlist on the Northern Soul channel and find those ones and give them a go. So what we're going to do is that we just need the regular 2-inch wide tape. That's what I'm going to bulk roll right here. And what we're going to do is just we're going to be taping from the outside or the ulnar side of the, on the back of the hand here, and then we're going to move to the radial side over to the thumb and tape up just below the nail bed. We're going to be adding substantial stretch, so we need to measure and then back off some because you don't want to get like overshoot it. So it's a bit of a guessing game, but we're going to do our best to measure. So just on the outside, and I'm just going to follow the line. So it's going to be like, I'm not going to have the thumb way out here. I'm just going to have, sorry, I'm trying to get in the focus in the camera, closer to the finger. So a little bit like that. And then it's just I'm going to try to make a line of tape right up to the thumb. So let's see how well I do that. So right about there, a little bit harder with a bulk roll by yourself, but do your best for measuring. So open to the nail bed. I can feel the nail bed there. So I'm just going to shorten it by a bit because I'm going to do substantial stretch, about that much. So obviously your hands are, I'm just going to say smaller than mine because there's no reference here. And I'm not going to say bigger than mine because that's just setting myself up. All right, so there's my eye strip, and I'm going to go ahead and break the tape from behind. Just going to roll it back and then crease, and then get this creased as well because I don't want my fingers touching the adhesive, right? You don't want your oils going on there. If there's one thing tape hates, it's oil. So I'm going to go ahead and rip off the backing off the one side, the short side, and I'm going to go ahead and use gravity to place it where I need to go. So there's no stretch on the ends. Those are anchor points, and so I'm just going to set up the thumb for taping. So I'm just going to bring it, I'm not going to have it splayed like right out. I'm going to have it a little bit closer to the fingers, and I'm going to at the end have like a little bit of a bend to it, so a natural little bend. Don't have it out like this, so just kind of more like that. So, and wrist straight in neutral position. So I'm just going to kind of flop it down where I think it's going to aim, and you can see the tendons popping out. So if you press and pull back, you see the tendons popping out. That's where you're going to be putting the tape all the way up into the thumb, just as a visual reference. Okay, anchor. Okay, I got that bad boy in there. So about the first inch or half or so, like there, that's my anchor point. Press in, make sure you get a good one. Now I'm going to grab the backing, and because I creased it and I can grab it easily, pull it and head towards the thumb. Make sure my wrist is in neutral position, thumb slightly bent this way, and I'm just going to follow the contours here. So I'm just going to visually eyeball it. But what you also want to do is grab this end with your thumb like a bar. So you're not going to grab it like a piece like that. You're going to press on there with like a whole bar so you can pull it, have that even stretch. You can see how it's pulling evenly. If you just do that, it does like, it just pulls like at the middle and you get weird creases and stuff. So do like a bar press on the end, which would be an anchor point. Make sure everything's in the right spot, slight bend, and then I'm just going to head towards with pretty substantial stretch. So in this case, it'll be about, I would say about 50%. You could go up to 70%. And I'm just going to press the middle part of the tape just to kind of anchor that because we have like sides to it, and just kind of push out the air. And around the thumb, it's rounded, so you're going to push it around like that. Just trying to keep out the creases. So I'm just going to push out the middle like that. And around the thumb. Just like that. So this could have been maybe a little bit longer, not that big deal. It's really important to get under the nail bed. You don't want to really ever tape the nail bed because it continues to grow, so that could cause problems. Just going to rub that in use the backing sometimes, just slides nicely and you get a little bit of heat and you just press that glue in. It takes about, I would do this before you're doing any sort of activity, at least 10 to 15 minutes before an activity, so you get almost full adhesion. If you're going to get it wet or you're going to get sweaty or any of that nature, give it about an hour before you do that. So an hour before, whatever, if you can. Now we're just going to anchor this part to secure it, because if you're doing a lot of movement, if any part's going to release, it's going to be up here, not so much there. That's got like a full anchor point. So I'm just going to do about a half strip of that. I'm just going to make a circle with it. So just enough. This is an exact science. You can so I'm going to do mostly like no stretch or a little bit of stretch in order to kind of do a ringlet. So you only need a half, and I'm going to go ahead and round off the ends. It just makes it harder to catch on stuff. Once the tape starts to come off, that's it. It's a one and done. You might as well do it again. So I'm just going to break the tape, peel back, crease, just like that. So I'm going to go ahead and secure this. So I'm going to put it around the back way because I'm doing it myself, and just around the point here. So slight bend in the knuckle, just kind of straight-ish in that, but you want a neutral position. So I'm just going to anchor it there. I'm going to stretch it around a little bit just to make sure I can make it all the way, and I do. So that worked out well. So I'm just going to press that in, just like that, secure it. And there you go. There's your secured anchor point on the thumb and under the nail bed, which is really important. So as you can see, it's trying to come off in the creases because it didn't give it that 10 to 15 minutes. So you might have to just keep an eye on it for a little bit and just keep pressing and rubbing anything that's trying to lift off. That should be fine. Mobility tape, if you're wondering what I'm using here, it's mobility tape, and this stuff is really aggressively sticky. Very great for athletes and stuff. Once it's set, man, it sticks. If you're looking, we also have a discount code. It's not a discount code, sorry. It's we have a code for free shipping for Canada and the USA. Find that out in the description on here in YouTube, on the description below this video, and you can find the free ship codes to your country. That is if you're in the States or Canada. And think if you enjoyed this video, think about liking, keep subscribing. Those of you that subscribe, I'm going to give you a taped thumbs up. Thanks everybody for your support and help, and I hope this, well, I wish good health for you and good luck. And we'll see you on the next Northern Soul video. Take care.